Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part one, I suppose, of my BoxyCharm unboxings for May. What's in the box? If you happen to be new to my channel, or you just can't remember how I do my BoxyCharm unboxings, I have a twist on how I do all of these videos and boxes. Yeah, I open the boxes, I let you guys know what I got. I also try them on for you and give you long wear tests, which already kind of differentiates me on this platform when it comes to BoxyCharm. But I even go a step further and I go online and let you know what other actual users of all of these products are saying. Because sometimes how I feel about a product isn't the same as someone else with a different type of skin, a different environment. So I like to be as thorough and in-depth as I possibly can. And this month, as of this moment, I only have 2 of my 3 boxes, and I'm not sure when the other one is shipping. So this may be part 1 because I only have 2 boxes here. And as many of you know, I also get a 3rd box every month. So the show must go on, and you guys are looking for content to watch anyway. So I thought, why not do maybe a 2-parter so I can get the first half up for you, and then when the other one comes in, I'll give you a follow-up. Sound good? As many of you know, I get the premium box every month. I pay for it myself, but I also get a PR box from BoxyCharm. I have just been getting these for about a year now, and I pay for my own base box. So I get 3 boxes every month. So you know that is a lot of products for a tiny beauty space because I live in a tiny house. So I am really starting to struggle with the amount of products that I am getting all the time, and I've been honestly holding back on my monthly giveaways because it hasn't been exactly safe yet to ship in my area. I mean, I'm sure it would have been okay, but I don't ever want to put any of you at risk because I love you, you're my friends. So that's also how I differentiate myself, is I do a monthly giveaway, and I'm still needing to reach out to 2 of you, and now I'm gonna have to do a 3rd of you because this pandemic is just making makeup so much harder to give away right now. I want you all to be safe, and I want me to be safe. So I have names that I have not reached out to yet for my previous giveaways. I will be reaching out to you guys very soon, but honestly, I have not wanted to coordinate shipping because in my local area, there's been some issues with shipping as far as like lines of people as things are starting to open up, and I am not about to expose myself after being this long in quarantine. I think I'm on day 52, I counted today. I'm trying to be very mindful about where I go out and my interactions with people, and at my local UPS where I do ship things, they're starting to do some lines and tape some stuff out. They're figuring out stuff. So I will be reaching out to the winners of my previous giveaways for last month and the previous month pretty soon. I know I said that in the last video, but things weren't ready yet at my local UPS. So I'm being safe because I want you to be safe. So as far as the giveaway goes for this box, I don't have much yet for the giveaway because I'm still waiting on that 3rd box. So stay tuned for an upcoming video about the May giveaway. And if you are unfamiliar with BoxyCharm, I'm going to leave some information in the description box below, but it is a $25 a month box where you get 5 full-size products. So I'm still waiting on my base box, but I do have my PR base box and my premium box, which is one of their upgrades. They also do BoxyLuxe that I pay for myself as well. But enough about the intro chatter. Let's talk about the products I have on my face, because some things I like more than I thought, and it shocked me as an oily skin girl because some of these products I thought I'll never be able to use and it's gonna be a fail. I'm on a day 3 of a wear test, and I'm really liking something in particular on my face that's not a powder. I'm a little shocked, but also I have something on my face that I was kind of hopeful for, and this is day 3 of me being disappointed in it, and I think I'm gonna declutter it pretty darn quickly. So without further ado, without more chatter, let's talk about what is on my face and what I've been trying for you from BoxyCharm for the past 3 days. I'm gonna be honest, because I always am with you guys. The first thing I noticed about my premium box, because that's where I think I'm going to start today, is that it came in a big box. All of the premium boxes that I have gotten, now keep in mind I've only had 3, the Fenty box last month and this month, they're all about the same size. They're these huge big boxes, and compared to the premium box, there is a size difference. But what I can say is there is literally no need for this box to be this big, and that really annoyed me. One, probably because keep in mind I am in a tiny house, so base for me is a huge deal, and for some people that may not be a thing, but also the waste that's kind of going in with this premium box. It's like, okay, I got the box, I got the filler, contents of all the packaging down here, but then there's this base in here that's just eating up all of the room, and I don't know why this annoys me so much, but if I'm gonna be honest, then maybe this is the quarantine and irritatedness talking. This bugged me. I even have a post-it on here that said, no need for a box this big. No need, because it really is filler, and all of the products that I got in my premium could have fit in a regular base size box. So I don't know if they're just trying to get rid of some boxes, and maybe they just had a lot of extra of these bigger boxes and they were like, to save money, let's ship those out. But I feel like this is a lot of waste, and I really can't wait to get rid of this. This is why I wanted to film this video now, so I didn't have to keep all these boxes. That's how I feel about it. Too much packaging. I did get a card in my premium box, which I appreciate, but I did not get one in my PR box, and I'm hoping I get one in my regular base box, because I was having a hard time keeping everything straight or knowing how to use everything. And I totally understand going green, because I just said I don't like all that extra packaging, but I'm still not getting emails now from BoxyCharm about what I got as far as this goes. So it's like, I need something. If you're not going to give me a card in here, make sure I get an email, I guess, that lets me know how to use all these things, even if it's in my PR box. I don't know. It's just how I feel about it. Anyway, let's talk about premium. Some of you have let me know that you're not a huge fan of BoxyCharm right now, and some of you still love it. So I know this is going to be a little polarizing, and I know I've had a few people even reach out and say, hey, Nichole, I love your videos. Totally do, and I appreciate all the work you're putting in during quarantine, but I'm probably not going to watch your BoxyCharm videos anymore, or I'm going to watch, but I'm not going to be subscribed to BoxyCharm anymore, because a lot of you have been frustrated with this premium box situation, and I'm starting to recognize that myself. And maybe it is crabbiness from quarantine. Maybe it's just because I'm in a tiny beauty space and not getting things that I thought I'd be getting with premium, but let's get into it. The first thing that I put on my face today from my premium box, and this is the first time I've been using this product, is the Pure Heals by Nature Village Centella 90 Ampoule. I don't really know how to pronounce this name, to be perfectly honest with you. This is supposed to help relieve irritations of sensitive skin and strengthen skin barriers. I am all about that, because you guys know I am a sensitive skin girl, and that's why I hadn't tried this yet, because I was working up to it with some other stuff as I was trying other products, because I am a very sensitive skin girl, and I still have some breakouts from previous stuff I've been dealing with. This smells very, very natural. Like, I noticed when I put this on my face, it had a scent that was much more, natural-ish. So it doesn't have like a nice fragranty smell, which is fine with me. I don't need a fragranty smell, but it does have a more natural smell, so be aware of that. But I liked how it felt on my skin, and when I was applying my makeup, it didn't pull, it didn't patch, it didn't do anything negative to make me not want to reach for this in the future. So I'm excited to keep playing around with this some more. Again, skincare is something you need to give yourself a longer amount of time to use before you figure out if you like it or not. I'm curious what they're going to say online about this, but this little baby here is a $28 value for essentially just like a skin serum. So that's not crazy pricey. So the good news is if you like this a lot, you may not feel guilty about repurchasing it in the future, which is a good thing. But let's see what people are saying online. So far, like I said, this is day one of me trying it underneath my makeup, and everything in my makeup I think looks really good today as far as like the skin goes. So let's see what they're saying online. Okay, so this mostly has 4 hearts with a little sliver of the 5th heart being filled in. Catherine V says, I haven't seen much of a result yet, obviously, but I will continue to try it out for a while longer. So Allison R gave this 5 hearts, and she said, I'm a little on the pale skin side and I have rosacea. It's rough. LOL. I feel like I'm always pink from the slightest thing. I'm the person whose chest turns red from their bag strap. Ooh, I'm the same way, girl. I feel you. This product, I do not know why, but my skin needed it, and wow. I've used this 4 times since receiving it, and it really does calm down my skin so much. It melts away and it doesn't feel sticky or tacky once it absorbs, and it's layered great with everything else in my skincare routine. I'm very happy I tried this product. That's awesome. I did put this today with my other skincare, which is my Glass Refining Serum from Peach and Lily, and I wasn't sure if that was a good idea to do, but this is something that really benefits my skin, so I was glad to hear she put it with her other skincare routine as well, because I am curious how this is going to do. Mary H said, not too sure about this yet. Has a smell of tea tree. Yeah, that's kind of the scent I was picking up, but not 100%. First thing I noticed when opening the box was the smell. I will try it for about a week. The packaging has no information about the product except a long list of ingredients, and it smells like grass. I will be adding this to someone's spa gift basket ideal I'll put together one day, says Talissa, and she gave it 3 hearts. Yeah, I was kind of looking on the box too for like what this is promising, other than like the only thing I can really see here is that it's supposed to relieve irritations of sensitive skin and strengthen the skin barrier. Like, other than that, I have no idea what this is supposed to do for me or why I'm supposed to be excited about it, I guess. And maybe that's what I was looking for the card for, a little bit more like, give me some marketing to get excited about. A lot of people are saying they've tried it and they're not seeing any difference yet. Well, I'm like, if you just got it, it's gonna take time. So putting that aside, moving on to the next. All right, something I did ask for and I feel like might be a little frustrating for some people, because I selected this, but we were all told that it was going to be something else, and then an email went out. Let's just talk about the Too Faced bronzer here. The one that I selected, I believe was, so it says Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer from Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Gold Soleil, and I guess it was called something else in the beginning. I can't remember which one it is. I think just like the regular chocolate. So a lot of people were disappointed when BoxyCharm had to email all of us that selected this to say, hey, we know we called it this shade or this color, and it ended up not being. It's this one instead. So I think this one has shimmer, and maybe the other one was a matte, because this says matte bronzer. I wonder if they were told from Too Faced that they'd be getting the Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer, because this is the Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer, and the card says something else. So I'm wondering if Too Faced maybe told them one thing, they went to the printer. I don't know, this is all speculation, but since I do marketing and I understand a little bit of how that works, I'm guessing somewhere someone said something wrong. Either way, I know a lot of you had reached out to me to say, hey Nichole, just so you know, if you picked this, you're gonna get something else unless you reselect, because BoxyCharm gave people that option. I went ahead to keep this because honestly, I'm needing a new bronzer just to try. I don't even go out anymore to look for bronzers, and I feel like I don't get a lot from BoxyCharm. So I was excited to get whatever they were gonna send me to try and review, because if I hated it, I'd let you know. If I loved it, I'd let you know. Either way, we were all gonna know. This is a $30 product, and I have tried this now on my face for 3 days. This is my day 3, and I've been doing that W technique. I like it. I know a lot of people were disappointed, I guess because it has the shimmer in it, and maybe the other one was like a total matte. But for me and the look I'm going for right now, I mean, I really like this. Let's just do a little swatch on my hand here. It feels really buttery, kind of like in the pan. And it does have a warm shimmer texture to it, but as someone who is dealing with 77 degrees in the morning right now, and it's gonna get up into the mid to high 80s, like I'm going for that bronzy sun-kissed goddess look with that whole natural W technique that I've been showing you guys here on my channel. So I was like, yes, let's do it. I've been using this for a couple of days now. I have 2 days of me trying this on camera with you, and I really have been enjoying it. I'm not displeased with this at all right now. I've even only used this, I think the first day I used this, maybe this is the first and second day, I only used this in totality. I did not use any other contours or anything like that. Today I went back and added a little contour because I wanted to try a brush out with it. But today I even tried this with the Baddington powder brush because I used this with a different brush the first day to give it a different try. It was with my Moda Pro brush. This did a beautiful job with this bronzer, by the way. But this did too. This is something I got from Baddington that I'm gonna get into here in a second, but I used this to apply my W technique, kind of warm up the forehead. I think it did a great job. I'm really loving it, and this is, again, day 3, and I don't have any problems with it. I'm wondering if it's gonna ghost me by the end of the day. I feel like the first day it didn't. I feel like the second day, my whole face kind of vanished because I was using a different foundation that I was trying. And then today, I've had this on now for a couple of hours and I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a great time with this. I know some people were disappointed about it, and maybe it is because of the shimmer, but I'm looking to glow right now, so it's fine with me. I'm actually not wearing any highlighter on my face today. I would like to note that in the very beginning here, because I am gonna be talking about some other stuff that's on my face that I feel like is illuminating my face, but I feel like this is too. I have no highlighter on this part of the face. That's rare for me. Let's see what people are saying. This definitely has 5 hearts on their website, but it has under 1,000 reviews at this moment. So let's just dig a little deeper. First review is from Natasha R. Gave it 3 hearts and said, wish we would have received the matte bronzer instead. I don't like shimmery bronzers. I kind of figured that's where this was gonna go since it says matte on the card, and I think that's what we were promised in the very beginning when we chose our choice option. Cindy S. It's a nice bronzer, just a little too much shimmer for my personal preference. I feel you, and if it weren't for the fact that right now I'm trying to glow like a summery goddess, I probably feel the same way. Dawn H. It's okay. I would have preferred something else though. Catherine V. I've used this before and I love it. It's not too shimmery. It's the perfect shade of bronzer for me, and it smells really sweet too, does it? I think I smelled it. I'm not very impressed with the smell. To me, this is too chemically and too fake smelling, but whatever. Karen N. So glad I got this bronzer and it smells good too. Tiffany V. I picked this for my choice, but it was supposed to be matte. I got an email saying it's shimmer. I figured, why not? Let's give it a try. The chocolate smell is a little too strong, but the color is nice. It's a little too shiny for me, but workable. It's a bit too dark for me, says Caitlin R. And it's a bit hard to blend, but I can make it work. Plus, it smells amazing. So, give and take as far as shimmer goes with mattes. I'm liking it right now, especially for where we're at in the year. If it were fall, I'd probably be disappointed. Spring into summer, I'm in it. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk to you about a product that I thought I was going to hate. Went ahead and tried it, and now I'm on day 3 of using it back to back, and I actually like it. I don't know how long this is gonna last, especially once quarantine is lifted and I can go outside more, but indoors, what is working for me right now is the Milk Makeup, like balmy, like lip cheek tint thing. What is this called? This is the Glow Oil Lip and Cheek. Now you guys know immediately where my brain's probably gonna go with this. Like, oh heck no, this isn't gonna work for me. I'm shocked too, but hear me out. So this is a $15 value. This is a sheer shimmering mini lip and cheek tint for a lit from within glow on the go. So I was like, the first time I tried it, like, I have powders down. I always have powders down. I'm never not gonna have powders down. How in the hell is this gonna work on my face? I was prepared that first day to have a huge nasty chunk taken out of my makeup and then just be screwed the rest of that day. That didn't happen. That didn't happen day 2, and that didn't happen day 3. So I'm wearing this today, and I have jacked it up apparently because I don't like these little push-up things. This form is not my favorite. It got caught on the cap, I guess, and looks less pretty now, but whatever. I applied it with my fingers and tapped it to the fronts of my cheeks, and I have tried this a couple of different ways now that I'm on day 3. I've tried it before bronzers and after bronzers, and I've tried it in between, doing some bronzer contour, a little bit of this, and then more bronzer contour on top. And every time, like, my cheeks up here look rosy and they have a nice glow that isn't an oily, nasty look. And even as the day has progressed on, and I think I do have one clip of like me at the end of the day the other day, I couldn't believe that it was like still not shiny nasty. Now, granted, the rest of my face didn't look that great because I'm gonna get into some of the stuff I didn't like later, but right now, I'm still really impressed with how glowy my cheeks look, and I feel like the combination of this product and probably the Too Faced being a not matte bronzer, but a shimmer one, is why I feel like my face didn't need any highlight, and I felt like I didn't need anything. This is a very natural combination of these two. So I have been doing a little bit more natural looks, and if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me there, you can follow me right here for all of the latest and greatest behind the scenes, see some of my wear tests before I post videos. Yeah, I do that. And let you guys like see teasingly what's going on. But I have been doing very natural looks because I feel like these two products can do a great summer natural face with very minimal work. Like, I feel like these are really nice so far, and I'm not mad at them at all. I thought I was gonna hate this. Wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about this. Mind blown. Mind blown for an oily skin girl with sensitive skin. Like, I'm really liking how this is just like a very fresh, summery look right now. Feeling it. Let's see what people are saying online. I'm curious because this only has 4 hearts, but it has 1,600 plus reviews. So let's see. Oh, mine, for the record though, is in the shade Astro. It's this more like reddish tone, and I'm realizing now there are a lot of colors. I have the more red one, so if I had gotten another color, I don't know if I would have liked it. Oh, I will say I don't like it on the lips though, because I've tried it on nude lips. It just makes my lips look nude. And when you have a little bit of makeup on, I feel like I need a little something extra. Oh, is this not full size? This is the mini size, fits in your bag. I'm a little annoyed about that. I don't like that I'm starting to see less full size products, especially this is premium. And this is, I understand that like, Milk Makeup is the one that gets to decide what BoxyCharm gets. It's not like BoxyCharm walks up and says, give me all your minis. That's not, I don't believe how this works behind the scenes when they're making those product negotiations. So I feel like sometimes it's important to keep that in mind. I wonder if Milk was like, yeah, we'll work with you on some upcoming boxes, but these are the SKUs we have available. Take it or leave it. So I can't 100% put some of this on BoxyCharm, but they are accepting the minis. So that's why I'm a little annoyed, but I didn't think I'd like this as much as I would, and I don't envision myself using more product than this too. So there's logistics, thought process, you know what I'm saying. Let's dive in. Rachel P says, wish this was full size, but I like it. I don't know if I would use more than this, now that I think about it that way. Natasha R said, too oily. I don't see any tintedness when I apply it to my lips. Agree. But tell me about cheeks. How do you feel about cheeks? I feel like this may be the only thing I use. If I use this, I'm only going to use it for cheeks, I think. I think. Dawn H. I have no use for this. She also had no patience for anything else to be written because she was done after that. Antonia, no pigment and oily. I feel like I just did this tapping motion and it showed me this pretty pink color, but that is this color. I don't know what she got, but for lips, agree. Cindy S. The product was a mini and it had almost greasy feelings and no consistency to it. Too light and shimmery, like for a blush. So I tried it more as a highlight, just not a fan. 3 hearts. I don't have any highlight on because I feel like these two did that for me, but people aren't loving this. Not really a fan of Milk Makeup products, says Catherine V, and this is no exception. This is the only product in my box that I was just unhappy with. Mary H. Tiny. ... Just like tinted chapstick? Question mark. Very light. Not good on the cheeks? Question mark. She's just confused all around and not pleased. I don't like this container. I feel like, am I doing it the wrong way now? Is it gonna be up? I don't know. Now I'm struggling to finish with the packaging, and I've been trying to be nice to you. Like, get down there. I don't know, I'm messing all this up now. So either way, I'll deal with that later. If you're curious, I just kind of like tap it, and then you can see some rosiness on my cheeks, and it looks kind of natural, and it hasn't moved makeup. I was really surprised it worked as well as it did with powders, to be honest. Maybe I'm trying to be glass half full, but I actually like it, and you know I would rip something apart like that normally, because I would be like, this doesn't work for me, I don't like it. I'm kind of impressed with it personally. All right, moving on. Talking about these Baddington brushes. The only thing I know about the brand Baddington is the lashes that we got. I think I gotten them twice. I tried to use the first pair, it didn't work for me, and then the second pair I could put in a giveaway because I'd already tried them. These are the brushes I got, and yes, it's still working fine with that balmy blush on. I noticed these and I was like, man, these are chunky, which is such a maybe cranky thing to say immediately as far as first impressions go, but I was really worried about my brush holder is really full, and I'm already like, it's already popping out because I've got so much, and I was like, man, this is gonna eat up so much space in here. And that's the honest to God truth of the first thing I thought. And then I started to use them, and I was like, oh, these are nice and heavy, and you know, a quality brush is so important. You know, we'll figure out how to organize, clean some stuff, move on. But then when I was using this one that I was using for my Too Faced bronzer, I did notice like some bristles start coming out, so then I pulled, and I did have some bristles come out, but you know, I try not to like hold that against a brush because as long as it's not molting like crazy all over my face, that's more where I count it. So I was using this morning for the bronzer, and then I was using this one over here for the contour. It just says contour and bronzer on the box here, on the Baddington box, but then on the actual like ones itself, on the actual brushes, it doesn't tell you which is which. So I kind of went off of what I would use. And for me, I like obviously more of a dome shade fluff for bronzer, you guys know that. And for contour, this is kind of similar to my Luxie that I like to use, so that's what I did. I liked this a lot to apply the bronzer, kind of move it all around. As far as the contour went, I used this very lightly to kind of lightly contour my nose and maybe a little bit of more of a cheekbone and stuff, and I think they both did great. I think time will tell as far as if anything else sheds on it. I was a little surprised that they shed so quickly, but I'm not going to hold that against it. Maybe it was just a few loose ones from the manufacturing, and then, you know, move on. So the way I like to judge brushes is kind of like skincare. Stay tuned and be subscribed for my upcoming quarterly BoxyCharm review so I can let you know if these fall apart or if I like the heaviness and the size of them or if I forget about them. I like them so far though, so let's see what people are saying online. Okay, these have a $90 value. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Hold on, I gotta look at this. Is this the most expensive thing in the box? I think that's what ticked me off, is that this was the most expensive thing in the box, because why? I would not pay $90 for this. I think that is an overblown price. Tell me why this is $90. This has 4 hearts for the most part. Good Nice Brand says Salwa. Kelly B says pretty brushes, but way overpriced AF. Agree. The handles are all scratched and dinged when I opened up my package, says Jennifer B. Definitely not worth the price. 3 hearts. These are not worth $90, says Rachel P. Yeah, I agree. Amy O, I don't believe these are the price stated. Dawn H, nice brushes, way overpriced. Love the brushes. Extra soft and luxurious, says Cindy, but definitely not worth the $98 for 2 brushes. Does hers say 98? Because mine says 90. What does it say here on the website? It says 90. Yeah, no, not worth 90. End of story. End of story. Next. Okay, 2 more things. I was kind of excited because Kevyn Aucoin was in this box, and I've only tried one thing from the Kevyn Aucoin line, and it was something I got from Marshalls, which was a bronzer that I enjoy well enough, but it's mostly a summer color for me. And this is the Expert Mascara. This is only $29. So I was kind of like, I feel like I've gotten Tarte mascaras that are more expensive than that in my boxes, so I was a little thrown off, but okay. Okay. I don't care about price. If it's quality, cool. The first day I applied this, I did not use something I got from another box, and today I tried something else I got from my PR box with this. So I'm going to talk about yesterday separately and then today separately. I feel like this gave nice fluffy lashes, which I enjoy because that is my favorite way to have my lashes be from the Essence mascaras. These are my favorite type of mascaras, $4.99, crazy inexpensive. But then I was like, if this is $4.99 and I like the way this end result looked better than this, what does that tell you already? Because I liked the fluffiness, but I still feel like my Essence mascara did better. But I was like, you know what? Mascaras need a life. They need to live their life after like a week opening, and then you judge it. So I was already kind of thinking like, stay tuned for this one, obviously, because you need to give it time to thicken up and oxidize. But then I tried it today because I got a eyelash primer in my PR box. And then today, these were super clumpy and spidery. Could have been because of this, could have been because of this. Either way, I'm gonna give this a little bit more time, but I almost feel like this is already kind of drying out. Like, I don't even feel like it's that thick or wet, and it's starting to get clumpy already. Like, I don't know if you can see here on the end, but it's starting to get clumps on the end, and it's like, I just opened you the other day. Like, why is this already feeling dried out? So, Kevyn Aucoin, did you send bad product to BoxyCharm? What's up? Right, this also has not even quite 4.5 hearts yet, and it's under 1,000 reviews. I'm wondering if like some of the SKUs that BoxyCharm is starting to get is older products, which makes the most sense. This is probably the stuff that didn't sell from the brand. Oh, Kelly B said old and dried out. That's what I was wondering. Kaylee R says, thank you, I love this. Natasha R, meh. It does what it's supposed to do. I don't see volume, just length. Nothing great. Amy O says hers was dried out. Too bad I can't use it. Catherine V said my new go-to mascara. Dawn H, This mascara is terrible. It kept flaking off of my eyes. I did notice some darkness under my eyes yesterday, but I'm honestly attributing that to an eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna talk about in a second. Liberated D said, I love the mascara, but I hope I don't get them too often. I do like the wand. I do like the wand on this, and that's why I think I was like, oh man, I'll bet this is good when it's fresh, but I can, like, there wasn't even like a suction pop. This isn't even that old. Like, I just opened it. This is second or third use day. I'm thinking this is some old product, to be honest, and is that Kevin Aquan doing BoxyCharm dirty? I don't know. And that's the thing. We're not going to know, guys. We can only go off of what we've got in front of us. One of the last things I got in my premium box is something that honestly kind of feels juvenile to me and kind of repetitive considering I got this Milk product in the same box. This is the Tarte Sugar Rush Best Bud Lip Butter Balm. This is a $12 value, and what they say about it is you'll have the real MVP, most valuable pout with this hydrating lip butter. To me, this feels very juvenile. I mean, it's cute, and it's like, okay, I can see why they were like, spring, if we're gonna give this out, we're gonna give this out. I don't enjoy anymore putting my finger in something like this in a jar and then applying it to my mouth. Maybe it's the pandemic talking, but I was already like, ew. Oh, Penny's barking, hold on. Honestly, for me, mine's in the shade Peony, I think. You don't see it, so to me it was kind of like this. It was kind of like I'm not seeing it. Penny, stop barking. This is apparently a $12 value that honestly I would never pay as a grown-ass woman. I don't like this. I feel like this was just kind of, for me, this is too juvenile, not something I would use, and I don't like that there's really no color to it. It's just sticking my finger in here. No, I don't like it. Jen CS says, love this, cute packaging. Kelly B says, it's a freaking sample? Seriously? In all caps. Is it a sample? I don't think it's a sample. This is way too big to be considered a sample. I mean, there is 6.3 grams, 0.2 ounces. I mean, it's a full thing. I mean, this is, you know, they sell this. It's not a sample, but it's, again, small, and very similar products in the same box. Kind of like, what? Jennifer B, too small of an item to be considered full size. Stephanie A, cute packaging, smells good, made my lips feel great. I think that they only just make my lips, including this too, just feel sticky together. It doesn't make them feel moisturized in my mind. And honestly, if I'm wanting something to put on my lips, it's going to make it feel moisturized and feel nice. These two aren't cutting it. Not a big fan, says Dawn H. Hate this, says Rachel P. Tastes awful. How many hearts does this have? This has 4.5 hearts, so more people like this than some other stuff, but this honestly is not my personal cup of tea, but if you love it, that's awesome. I mean, I could see this being good for a handbag, just to like keep on the go. Give it to your kids maybe, I don't know. Like, honestly, I could see myself losing this or eventually just like tossing it. For a premium box, little disappointed. All right, I think that is everything we got in our Mother Nature, that's not what I thought I was gonna end that little phrase with. Let's move on now to the PR box that I got. And then when I do get my own base box, I know I'm expecting something because I realized I was like, where's the one thing I knew I picked for choice for my base box? Then I remembered I didn't have that base box. I had my PR box here. So the other items I got in here, this is for sure gonna go in the giveaway. I did give my husband the option to have it, but he wanted me to gift this away to one of you guys in an upcoming giveaway. So this is not gonna be the giveaway video. It's going to be in the next BoxyCharm video when I get my box, I think. This is going to be the Glam and Glow Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. So the thing about this is Adam didn't understand that Glam and Glow wasn't necessarily cruelty-free, even though they were coming in my BoxyCharms, and he fell in love with the Glam and Glow. And he noticed I wasn't using what he had from Glam and Glow. And then he was like, why aren't you using this too? And I was, well, one, explaining I have so much skincare from Ipsy and BoxyCharm, it's crazy. But then I was kind of like, well, I discovered they're not cruelty free, but I know you love it, and I'm not here to tell you what to do any more than I'm here to tell you guys what to do. You do you, babe, you do you. And he was like, can you tell me why you want to go cruelty free? And I was like, I can't even get through one of those videos about how they treat animals for my skincare and my makeup and the things that I use that aren't necessities in my day. They just make me feel better, and I don't want to hurt something else in the process of that. And that's all personal preference, not putting that on you. I just explained it to him, and he goes, you know what? I think you should give away anything else you get from Glam and Glow to other people that don't mind that kind of thing. He goes, but I understand why you would do that. So he is passing this on to you, essentially, not me, him. So this is going to be going in the giveaway from Adam, but I don't know when that's going to be just yet, so sit tight on that one. Something else that I have not tried yet, because honestly I forgot about it, and we've never gotten something like this before. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be perfectly honest, and I did take a shower this morning and didn't even think to use it. This is the Daily Concepts like shampoo bar. I don't know if I've ever tried a shampoo that's in a bar. I know this is cruelty free. I'm kind of excited for this, but also kind of not excited for this, because I know my hair is crazy fickle. It's actually very wavy and curly naturally, and like just blow drying it today after doing not even too much with it, it feels very staticky and rough. It's giving me sass. And I condition and wash it all the time. I take care of it, but I'm kind of struggling today with my hair. So I still have not tried this, but let's see what people are saying online about it. I am very curious because, again, I haven't tried it. Let's see. Okay, Daily Concepts shampoo bar. It looks like when you open it, I guess it has like a handle on it. I haven't opened it yet. Oh, it does. So it's like, it's got a little handle on it and everything. So I guess you can put your hands in there and like wash your hair, like put your fingers through there. That's smart. That's smart. I don't really like the smell. Oof. $24 value. It's got 4 hearts to it. Alexandra R says it smells good. I don't think it smells good. But it's not practical to wash my long hair with a bar of soap. It was hard to get enough to lather for this. Only 2 hearts. I do wonder about that. I do have long hair, but I also have a lot of hair, so I do worry about that. Audrey H smells amazing, and it's good for the environment. That is why I do want to try it. Anastasia L said, this definitely isn't for me. I have problems with my scalp, and I use a very specific shampoo and conditioner to deal with them. I do as well, actually. I've told you guys before I have very sensitive skin, but I also think I have like eczema or psoriasis of the scalp. So I do, like, every season change get a lot of like issues up here. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to work for that too. Not for me, says Melissa. Not for me, says Natasha. Ashley C says, never used a shampoo bar, but I really enjoyed the smell. Oh, Christina U says, this is so lame to put in a box. I haven't used it, but it smells good, says Lisa Marie's V. Ooh, that's an interesting name. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to you on this in a future video and let you know my thoughts, or if I've tried it. Cause yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know. The other 2 items shoot. There's a lot of stuff here I'm just not in love with right now, guys. I tried the Pretty Vulgar eye primer. I'm not a big eye primer girl. I prefer just to use a concealer on my lids and go. That has always worked fine for me. But I got this and I was like, shoot, why not try it? I don't know how much this costs, but I had creasing when I had applied this. I waited for it to dry, I applied it, but then I kept seeing creasing with nothing on my lids, and then I was like, well, crap, this isn't gonna work very well for me, I don't think. And then by like the afternoon, end of the day, I kept feeling like my eyelids were feeling a little tacky, and then I kept seeing that huge crease that my big round eyes tend to get if something happens, and I'm just not liking this either. I only used this once. It's a $22 value? No thanks. Let's see. It's got 5 hearts though. Let's see. Brianna L says keeps everything on. Yasha S says this eye primer is bomb. It kept everything on. Oh wow, a lot of people are loving this. Lots of 5 hearts. Simone S, I have a primer I love and works absolutely perfect, but I'm willing to give this a try. Pretty Vulgar is a great brand, and this eyeshadow primer is very good, says Samantha M. Wow, a lot of people are liking this. Glad to have gotten this. I needed an eyeshadow primer, says Crystal C. Best primer, says Ashley C. Love a good eyeshadow primer for my oily hooded lid, says Kaylin C. So maybe I'll try this one more time. I've only tried this baby once. I put it on my fingers, you know, kind of spread it on each finger, applied it, let it dry. And maybe it's my skin. Again, you guys know I'm going through skin changes as a 36-year-old going through menopause because of my hysterectomy. So maybe I'm the problem, but this was not doing well for my eyes yesterday. I thought my eyes looked really bad and intentionally did not use them today because of this. So moving on, I also got this Blink Black Lash Primer. Now I'm really curious what other people say about this, and again, I'm going to give this another go. Today was my first day using it. I put on this and then I put on the Kevyn Aucoin, kind of like I mentioned, and if anything, I think my lashes look super spidery and clumpy today and they don't look good. I was not pleased with it, but I'm also kind of sassy right now. So let's see what people are saying. I also wonder if this is kind of like a mascara where you need to give it a little time. I don't know if that's the truth about a mascara primer, but let's see what I can find out. This is a $26 value. It has under 600 reviews at the moment, and it has 5 stars or 5 hearts, but Cameron N said just like a regular mascara. See, there was no instructions with this and I got no card. So I'm like, I put this on as a primer as I would a regular skin primer and then put on a mascara on top of it, because the primers I've tried in the past for mascara are supposed to be like that. Am I only supposed to use this? Is there a description? Blink's Black Lash Primer delivers the ultimate base of lash fullness and thickness while providing a true black finish. Vitamins and nutrients are imparted with long-lasting moisturization and conditioning to protect lashes. Well, maybe I'm only supposed to use this alone and not as a primer? Maybe that's where I messed up. What did you guys do for this if you got this? Because I used this as a primer and then put this on top, and I am not pleased with how my eyelashes look. I think they look way too clumpy here on top and not nearly as fluffy as I like, personally. Alicia L says, who can go wrong with a good mascara? Okay, so maybe I used this wrong. Maybe I'm the problem. Totally possible. I've always said this is why I do these deep dives, because I'm not perfect. I could be wrong, and I was clearly wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to do this by itself. Love this stuff. Not my thing, says Deborah F. Deanna loves it. Lena A says, I get so many mascaras. Ugh. Very good, says Stacy H. Okay, I'm gonna try this by itself and get back to you on that. I tried this as a primer. Why do you have the word primer on there? I think of primer as in like first, and then you add more. So stay tuned, be subscribed so you don't miss out when I give you an update on this. I think this is the last thing I'm going to be talking about unless I have forgotten something, and this is the Studio Makeup eyeshadow palette. The reason I was so excited for this, first of all, I felt like this was a throwback type of palette. I don't know about you guys, but I have not purchased a palette that looks like this layout in so long. It gives me those, you know, like Naked palette vibes, because like the Naked 2 or 3 was like my first, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a throwback. And if you will remember, Studio Makeup was one of the first types of palettes we got from BoxyCharm back in the day, before they ever gave us anything that was like considered a name brand, these big bougie things. When we were first starting out with BoxyCharm, us OG originators with BoxyCharm before it became a thing, we used to get these types of things all the time, and we were so excited because this was like something new and exciting. I still have one that I do believe, yeah, they're the same font, so I think they're the same company. I still have this one here. This is the Studio Makeup on the Go, and this is the warm up. I got rid of the cool down just like recently, within the past 6 months or so. So when I saw this was from Studio Makeup, I was like, how nostalgic. I feel like I have to try it, right? Even if maybe the color selection wasn't like the most exciting, I was like, you know what? Why the heck not? You fell in love with this when you first got with BoxyCharm. Go back, revisit. And then I did. Maybe I'm a spoiled brat in quarantine, but if I'm going to be really honest about my experience the past 3 days with these eyeshadow palette, this palette and these eyeshadows, I have to say I'm not in love. I feel like this is a great beginner palette. If you have a daughter, or if you have a son, or if you have anybody that wants to get into makeup, that is new to it. This is a great introduction palette. It kind of gives you those warms, those cools, very neutral, so it's kind of hard to mess it up too much kind of thing. But as far as like the quality of these shadows go, maybe I'm spoiled because you guys know I got Tarte recently. I got the Moroccan Spice palette from Fenty. This Zoeva palette's really great. And I just feel like for me, this is not cutting the mustard. And again, maybe this is sassy Nichole in quarantine that feels like she's got too much in her tiny house. But if I'm being honest with you, it's like I tried 2 days in a row to make a very similar look happen, and it wasn't happening with these shadows. I really love my Tati Beauty palette. You guys know that is in my Shop My Stash. I love that natural look that I can come up with. And I've been able to do a lot of beautiful natural looks with so many of my other eyeshadow palettes. This one.
This one. These two. This one. This one. Heck, even this one.
I've been very spoiled with BoxyCharm, and I know that. So with this one here, it was just like kind of going backwards. It was kind of like not a complete finish look, not always looking as nice. If anything, I felt like a lot of this was choppy. I felt like this bare shade, no matter how much I tried to make it look really smooth and blended, it just never did. And I was kind of having the same issue this morning with this dark color. I tried playing with that. Today I actually delved into some pinks, trying to just kind of like do a different, more springtime look than the more natural look that I'd been trying the past few days. And I was still struggling with it. This lighter shade here that's a shimmer, I was able to make this eye look at least liven up today, but I'm still not totally in love with this eye look. I mean, it's a very natural look that looks fine, but is it anything to write home about that none of my other palettes couldn't do significantly better? Nah. I'd rather reach for one of those than this one as of this moment. And I'm on day 3 of using this consistently. So first 2 days, I thought, first day I was like, let me try to perfect that natural look that I got with all those palettes. After 2 days, still couldn't get it to look right, and it wouldn't last as long. When I did a check-in at the end of the day, like my whole eye look looked like it was drooping down on my face. It looked worn, it looked tired. And I just have better shadows. I do. So I'm curious what other people are gonna say about this, and then I'm kind of like done, gonna wrap this up. This is only $35, so this is a great entry-level palette to someone in your life that maybe wants to get introduced to makeup. Maybe you've got that friend at work that's like, oh, you always talk about this BoxyCharm or this makeup. Do you have anything that I could just try to start with? Share this. This is like something great to share if you're not in love with it. But if you love it, if this is your NYX Holy Grail, get it, girl. Beatrice R says, these colors are horrible. I don't like them. I was bored with it, to be honest, but I've been feeling these natural vibes, so I was so willing to jump into this. So willing. I'm curious, since I still have this natural palette, even this is more exciting than this in my mind, but these perform better than this. It's true. Very boring and muddy, says Ashanti. Yes, muddy, muddy, muddy. They get really muddy no matter the techniques I try, the brushes I use, all of it. It's okay, says Taylor. Good natural colors, but they send too many palettes. I think they've sent so many good palettes that now I'm just kind of like, I can't go backwards. You know, I can't go to mediocre when I have really good, especially in a tiny beauty space. My space is limited. Anastasia said this is perfect for daily use. It's such a neutral palette. Nice palette, says Louisa. Elizabeth C said this is the most boring palette I have. I was hoping for the other warm toned palette. Maybe I can give this away as a gift, ? But the packaging is also so cheap and it looks used. Veronica C, I do not like this palette. The pigment is terrible and it's very rough and powdery. The colors are pretty, but nah, not a fan. They are pretty powdery. I had to kick off my brush a lot. Nicole W, this is very boring. Neutral palette, but it swatches really nicely. I may give it away because I already have a ton of neutral palettes with better for me shades in them. Maybe that's how I feel about it too. Yeah, guys, sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna just crap all over BoxyCharm, and I know a lot of people get frustrated with them, but I'm not gonna crap all over them. One, because I do have a long relationship with them without them even sending me PR. I only started getting PR this past year, but I've been talking about them for what, 3-4 years now? I love getting my BoxyCharm. I love the monthly surprises I get because I'm spending so little on them that I can gift away stuff. I do love getting BoxyCharm because for 25 bucks a month, I'm at least gonna get 1 or 2 things that I really love, and then I can give stuff away to you guys. I can give stuff to friends, all of those things. So this month kinda isn't my favorite month for sure. I'm still waiting, like I said, on my base box that I have. I know at least one thing in there that I put as my choice. I can't really remember if there was 2 or not. So I'm excited to kind of see what's coming in that second box. It's like my monthly treat to myself. So I don't feel bad when I have a bad month like this, but it helps me to kind of weed through what I like and what I don't like. It's like dating for makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you happen to be new to my loud, weird, crazy, unique channel, hi new friends, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I do every week, including BoxyCharm quarterly reviews. I'm going to be doing another video this month when I get my other box so we can talk about those products at length. You know how we do here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends!